Hi and welcome to this episode of Review and Analysis of, where we will look at Taxfree.dk. Taxfree.dk is a Danish web shop which sells tax-free product. So when you are going to take a plane outside Copenhagen airport, you can buy some tax-free products such as some alcohol, and then you can get it cheaper when you leave the country because of the tax-free rules. Um, so my name is Lars Hogart. I'm from the company Jabo. We are experts in web shops, meaning that we both do the technical part, we do programming, we do optimization. We're also experts in the marketing part of it, meaning that we do split test, conversion rate optimization, SEO, and everything regarding that. So what we do is we make analysis of websites and find a lot of things that could be improved very easy, and sometimes we are lucky enough to actually get to do the improvements ourselves. This episode is special for me because many years back I actually worked on the Taxfree.dk web shop. Back then it was a SharePoint solution. I was working at a company called Netcompany that was responsible for their web shop. So I have some experience with their platform at least some years back. I hope it has changed a lot since then, but we'll look into the technology also in this video. So let's just jump into it right away. I'll show the website here. This is the front page. Just open the menu, and it's very clear. By the way, this is a shop that sells a category of product. Means we have alcohol, we have some luxurious products for the skin, and we also have some also some other interesting things down here. So that's the overall products they have. So let's start out looking at the performance of the web shop. Just gonna pause the video and then make some small websites ready to help us. Well, we have now run a speed test using Pingdom, which is a very great tool for actually seeing the website speed. And this shows some very interesting results and unfortunately a little bit scary. So, first of all, this website is slow. There's nothing to run about here, it's slow. And the interesting thing here is not the page size. The page size is usually very slow, and if we look at the response from the server itself, it's pretty fast. So even if it's, I think it's a SharePoint still, it's actually doing a really good job actually serving the website fast. So that's not the problem. The problem here is the request. 250 requests is a crazy amount. Even though they're loaded through Google Tag Manager or doing asynchronously and so forth, it's a crazy amount of requests, and I would definitely suggest getting this number much down. I would definitely go for 100 or 150. 250 is totally crazy, and that's also why we have a very slow load time, which is gonna be a problem for the web shop. If we look into the more what is happening here, we can see that there's so many different things that's being loaded, and my best guess would be it is a combination of third parties and then a lot of images. A lot of things could be done here to improve it, and it seems crazy that so many things are being loaded. That is definitely something that had to be looked into because this website is way too slow. In practice, it's always good to look at the Google PageSpeed Insights if we can do that. And here it's a little bit less problematic, especially the desktop version is actually okay, but there is definitely some pretty quick fixes here that won't take a lot of hours to improve. So that's just something that worth looking into, and I would consider at least looking at these because the website speed is just so important today. It's proven again and again and again that if you have a very fast website, your improved conversion rates go up a lot. So this is something I would look to in as a very big thing as a start. The website speed is essential, and here there's a lot of things that could be done potentially. Now, for the website itself, I think you have a pretty good, landing page experience. You know what it is. You know it's tax-free. What, however, is a little bit problematic is the thing that works here is you cannot just buy something and get it shipped to your home, your house at home. You have to you get it in the airport. You can only buy it on the when you leave the country. And I would say as I think they do a pretty good job, especially like branding it with the Copenhagen airport out here and everything. But I would definitely look into making this more clear. I would definitely look into some always page like, you're leaving the country, or remember that only. The thing is, you don't want to piss customers off. And if I go in here, oh, I can buy this one here, and I realize, whoa, I can't buy it because I'm leaving and not leaving the country. I'm here in Denmark. I would get pissed off so much, and I would hate this brand, and I'd talk so bad about it. So this is the same problem I had with an earlier, website we reviewed called Nimni.com, which delivered groceries, and you couldn't get it delivered to a lot of zip codes, and they didn't tell you before you went to checkout. That is just so disrespectful for your customers, and it just gives so bad an experience. So that's just something I would look into. Telling earlier that you have to, traveling in order to buy it. And coming to the excuse, well, people should know that is a very bad excuse. Then there is the SEO part. Let's just start with looking at the search engine optimization, and it's kind of interesting to see that they use the title tag tax-free. It shows that they haven't been looking at SEO at all. It hasn't been a priority at all. And there's so many good title tags that we have up here that would actually give some potential ranking. But so far, there is really nothing that would give visitors here, and there's no text either, really. So I would definitely look into optimizing the front page. There's a lot of to be done here. Regarding the categories, just pick the random category here. It's quite interesting to see that if you look up here, you have all these categories up here, and there's no subcategories, which means that the SEO views are split between these submenus here, but not the subcategories very well. So I would definitely look into making some more subcategories available here, maybe in the footer or just like in a more advanced pop-down menu here. The big problem is, for instance, the contact page down here gets the same SEO views as a very important category such as Hulply, and all the subcategories of Hulply is extremely important, but they get a much less fraction of views than everything else here. So that's definitely something I would look into. And then we click into some random subpage here, and we see Dame Fragrance. Now, I'm not an expert into this industry, I'm gonna say, so I'm just gonna question if this is something people search for. I would definitely think that you can find a Danish word that would combine these 600 products in a much more broad search term that people actually look for. Now, I could be wrong since I'm not an expert in this category here, but I would definitely think that could be a lot done here. And the big fact is there's no descriptions here is also a huge problem, because that means they won't rank on it. So they would need at least a couple hundred words description either on the bottom or top to actually get this to work. Same for the case here in the actual product. They have very little description here, and very little information regarding the actual product. The big problem here is also, as far as I remember, these descriptions are imported using their backend system automatically, meaning that even when it has the descriptions, it duplicates content, where it's actually duplicated from other websites, and that of course will never rank. So SEO-wise, there is so much to do here. Also, if you look at the source, I would expect there is some problems as well. If you're going to look at we're going to go here. Okay, there's actually only one H1, which is great, but let's try the category page just to be sure here, just to make sure that there's no problems here. No, there's only one, so that's at least a very good thing. There's only one H1 on the side, but still, SEO-wise, there's so much to do. Also, I'm just going to try to make one search here. I'm just going to search for Smirnoff. I like that search though, it's really good, and it's actually a pretty good search, I would say. Now, let's see what happens here. Is this no indexed or not? No index. It's not no index, meaning that search results will get indexed in Google. Yeah, we have index on a search result. That is definitely a no-go. That has to be fixed as well. Now, another thing I find interesting is I didn't see any recommendations. There is some here. Best practice for when I've worked with recommendations before is also, there's recommendations here as well. I'll just shut up. I just didn't see them. So that's actually pretty good. They have recommendations. So that's a good start. But SEO-wise, there's a lot of things that could be done, and that's definitely something I would look into. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is conversion rate optimization, and the biggest problem here is definitely the thing of telling people you can only buy if you live in the country. And again, just as with Nimni.com, I would be so ridiculously pissed as a customer if I found out I couldn't buy it when I want to buy this product here. But that's it. Now, the big problem here, I would say, with conversion optimization, let's just start on the product page here, is how do I buy it? I can't find a buy button. I really have to look for it. And then the main thing is becoming this member here. This is great, of course. The marketing department wants someone to be members, but we have to remember that the users don't give a shit, to be honest. users just want to buy the product, and really have to make a hardcore decision. Do we want to respect the users or the marketing department? Um, I would look into how Saxo implemented it's something similar, because this is basically a club where you get points, and this can be done in many ways, and I would definitely look into doing this much more elegantly, because also it's not like I can buy it and I'll buy this on the spot. No, I have to actually log in or register before I can put it into a basket, and this is a huge conversion killer, and I would definitely look into optimizing it. Um, just gonna do Saxo here in anonymous window. I think I haven't used it there, so it won't be that relevant. While it loads, I'm just gonna continue, go around here, and I'll show it afterwards. But let's just try to buy it here. Go to the thing here. Now, what happened here was a little bit interesting. We saw an animation up there, but it says it's empty now. So I don't know what just happened. Do I have it in my basket or do I not have it? I don't know. Best practice here would definitely be to show an upsell page with recommendations. That always give a very, very high lift of basket size. But what I see here is definitely about not gonna help a lot. I guess if we do a reload, we will see. Oh, no, that not worked. Just very slow. At least that's a little bit problematic that it works like that. But let's try to make a checkout here. It seems like very slow at the moment. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi going really bad. I'm just gonna pause here and I'm gonna go back in 2 minutes. So now the internet works again. In the meantime, the Taxfree website loaded here, and they do something similar where you have the subscription product here and you have the product up here with normal price. And here's a very clear difference, and I don't have to log in or register to do this. No, I can just, this is being appended in the checkout flow. I don't have to do anything beforehand. Meaning that the conversion killer here is of course still there, because the more things you have to tell the customer, the less conversions you will have. But in this case here, it's not that bad, I would say. But I would just definitely recommend something similar here, where I'm not forced to log in beforehand. It just works. Now, again, the basket here, I don't know how to continue that. Where is the go to checkout button? I can't see it. When I finally found it here, it works pretty good, and we start this checkout flow, which is so focused on me leaving the country, which is of course a requirement. It's just a little bit interesting that I didn't know that beforehand, because this assumes that people know everything about Taxfree, and they probably don't. Again, the flow here is actually pretty good. It's pretty nice. Can I? So yeah, okay, it works pretty well. Not sure how this works on the mobile. What happened there? I'm not sure how this works on a mobile, but at least it seems to work pretty well here. Now, I would always recommend putting some trust elements here. It just shows again and again conversion rate is growing when you have trust elements. Could be Trustpilot. It could just be some logos of trusted brands. Anything that is helping, showing that you have some trust elements. This always improves conversion rate. Also, where's the contact number? How can I contact customer service here? What if I have questions? Where's the phone number? I would definitely look into maybe getting a chat, or at least just having some customer service here. So trust and customer service in checkout flow is essential, because right now there's so many options. Also, the fact that this is still the normal master page is a problematic. That I'm in the checkout, but the menu is still here, and there's so many things around here to interrupt me. The best practice is always making a different kind of checkout master page. It always improves conversions, because this is focused on selling me more stuff, and there is things out here. It's just so confusing, and that's just a problem when you want conversions. So there's a lot of things to be done here. I don't want to make the video much longer. It's already 14 minutes. I'm just going to say there's a lot of improvements here, both in page speed, conversion rates, search engine optimization wise. There's so many things to do here, and the good thing is there's a lot of good potential here. It's a great web shop, great products, and so much things can be done, and there is money in doing it. So there is so much to do and so much potential. So I just really want to say that this is a great opportunity for this web shop here. There's so much to do, and there's so many options, and it's just really, really fine. So yep, that's gonna summarize it. I'm just gonna finish off here with saying thanks for listening. If you ever want any help implementing any of this, or a more in-depth analysis, or want me to make a more explanation about what I'm doing and everything, just contact me. I have done this for a long time. I've helped a lot of web shops, and also we are experts in .NET, meaning we know how to implement this. We do know, for instance, this tax-free web shop is probably already outsourced to a big company, and there's a big contract and everything. So we would never be able to go in and take the full development of the web shop. That would be crazy compared to how these things work. But we are always very good at helping with smaller tools, smaller tests, and everything that needs to be a little bit more agile than what the big companies do when they, for instance, have the full development as the case is in the tax-free web shop.